This is my first Sumilux on Leica M body. I want to share with you why I've decided to buy a Sumilux as my first lens. And let's talk how this lens is performing for myself. Hi there, Tudor Matescu here. I like to talk about photography tips, tricks and camera gear and lenses. So if you are liking content like this, please subscribe now to my channel and to my newsletter, link in comments and description. So I've bought my first Leica M camera and I've decided I needed a lens. I needed a good lens. I need a lens that will help me get the Leica magic, that will help me get the Leica pop, the 3D pop, and all that magic that is coming from a 50mm f1.4 lens. The body that I've bought is Leica MP240 and I was on a budget and I've decided to buy the budget Sumilux. And I've studied the reviews online that I must confirm now that the online reviews are very good and very accurate. This is the budget Sumilux that you want as your first lens on your Leica M camera. It's a 50mm f1.4 ultra sharp lens for the money because it cost me just $300 on the used market. So ultra sharp lens with a focusing tab, with a great focusing smooth ring, metal build with excellent weight to it, having in mind the price, and with excellent optical performance. So this lens, it's made by TTArtisan and it's a 50mm f1.4 lens. Sumilux on a budget. And I was thinking when I was seeing the reviews, is this Sumilux on a budget? Will this lens deliver as Sumilux? I've looked at the comparison online, on blog posts, on YouTube videos, and I was comparing all the images that the reviewers showed. And yes, from all the tests, it really seemed that this lens is even sharper and it's giving you better bokeh than the 50mm Leica Sumilux. And I don't know because I didn't have the 50mm f1.4 Sumilux in my hand, but when I've used this lens, I was amazed with the results. So I didn't need any more confirmation. I had on Sony Samyang 50mm f1.4, a great amazing lens, but it was big and chunky. It was light, great AF, but I didn't use it because it was big and chunky. But from the moment that I've bought this body and this lens, I am shooting the 50mm f1.4 all day long. So let me review this lens a little for you. Why 50mm f1.4? Well, the f1.4 aperture on a full frame, it's magic. It's also magic on any crop sensor like APS-C, micro four sus sensor. The f1.4, it's magic. I've made a video where I've talked about the f1.4. And by the way, I have a special newsletter dedicated to the passionate photographers. So if you want to learn more about photography tips, tricks, and all kinds of useful information for free, please subscribe to my newsletter, link in the comments and description. So anyway, this aperture, it's helping you get light, it's helping you get fast shutter speed, is helping you get fast ISO, and also it's helping you get subject to background separation. It helps you get 3D pop. It helps you get nice object photography, but also nice portraiture photography. So a lens that can deliver in any lighting conditions and in any situations. When you want to have the object separated from the background, or when you want the person to be separated from the background, you can do this with this lens. So this is a lens that can be used in any situation, in any situation. So this is why I do recommend as your first lens a 50mm f1.4. And if you don't have the budget, then this is your budget option. And it's not just a budget option. It's not a lens that is not sharp. It's not a lens that it's not performing. No, this lens, it's crazy good. It has just one problem that I will address immediately. But in rest, optically, it's very good. I didn't have problems regarding flare. I was afraid that I would have some problems with flare of this lens. So no real flare issues, even if I don't have a lens hood for this lens. The aperturing, it's nice and clicky. Nice and clicky. Very nice clicks, sturdy clicks, excellent. From f1.4 to f16. So very nice aperture ring, I don't have any complaints. You also have a focusing ring that has a tactile feeling, but also it has a focusing tab, so a great tab. And when I've used this lens, I've got accustomed to set it up. So I'm really starting to learn to pre-focus my lens before taking the shot. So amazing, really a must-need lens because you have a focusing tab. Have in mind that the latest Summicrons don't have a focusing tab. This is a 50mm f1.4 with a focusing tab. Yes, the Summilux has a focusing tab, but the price is way up there, and this cost me just $300, and the price of this lens, it's a bargain for what it's offering. Really a bargain. Another big advantage of this lens is that you have a focus scale where you'll be able to pre-focus your lens. So you can pre-focus your lens and use hyperfocal distance techniques to zone focus your camera. So, a no-brainer lens. So if you acquire the budget to buy a Leica M body and you don't have the budget for a Leica M lens or for a Voigtlander lens, then this is your entry-level lens, but not just your entry-level lens. This lens is so good that I feel that you'll not need any other lens. If you want to change this lens for another lens, the only problem of this lens is that this lens it's a bit longer than a Voigtlander lens or than a Summilux lens, and also it's a little bit heavier, like 100 grams heavier and a little longer, but the differences are small. So I would upgrade to another lens just for these reasons. Not regarding optical image quality. So regarding optical image quality, this lens, it is stellar for the money. Regarding operation and ergonomics, it's stellar. If TTArtisan would have been able to make it a little smaller and a little bit lighter, it was really crazy. It was really crazy. But for the moment, I'm really okay with this lens. I don't feel the need to upgrade to a Summilux or to a Voigtlander 50mm f1.5 because the Voigtlander doesn't have a focusing tab. So now I'm looking at other lenses because optically and ergonomically this lens is fulfilling all my needs, and you don't shoot a Leica like a snap shooting machine from your hand. When you are shooting a Leica, you are using both of your two hands and your eye. So in real world use, the length of this lens and the weight of this lens aren't feeling, and also they aren't feeling in the camera bag because in general I'm taking just one body and one lens, and if I want a second lens, a 35mm f2 lens, I have a small light lens, but I will talk about that lens in another video. So please subscribe now to my channel, give it a like, leave me your comments, and check my links in the description and in the comments. Check the TTArtisan lens, subscribe to my newsletter, and if you just want to see another video, please click here the next video. This is helping the YouTube algorithm a lot. Click here right now.